Hello again and welcome to Letter from England, broadcasting Gracie Press and the Spanish Evangelical Alliance. According to data published by the Forum for Anti-Semitism Restraint, Spain is one of the most anti-Semitic countries in Europe. Information and research reveals that 2009 was the year with most anti-Semitic incidents since the end of World War II in Western Europe. And so the Movement Against Intolerance has appealed to democratic institutions to redouble their efforts to fight anti-Semitism. On Holocaust Day, proclaimed by the United Nations and held on January the 27th each year, the liberation of the Nazi extermination camp in Auschwitz is commemorated. This occasion serves, in some cases, as a reflection on the real consequences of anti-Semitism and of tolerating it in our society. In many cases, though, this happens without any positive reaction from the population at large. Both new and old forms of anti-Semitism are rearing their head once again in the world, or making their way into it. This is revealed in the Forum for Anti-Semitism Restraint report, as well as in that report presented by the Anti-Defamation League 6 months ago, which said that 37% of European citizens blame Jews for the financial crisis. Well, according to those reports, Spain and Poland are the two countries that hold most prejudice against Jewish people, even though in Spain there hasn't been any serious violence, as that's seen in France, Britain or in the United States. Yet a survey amongst teenagers held by the Spanish Ministry of Education showed that 1 out of 2 teenagers wouldn't share desks with a Jewish student. Well, the most tragic period in European history, the mass assassination of 6 million Jews, along with more than 500,000 gypsies, homosexuals, political opponents, and Spanish refugees from Franco's regime, is a lesson that hasn't been well learned. The risk of great destruction and violence that lies behind every manifestation of hate and intolerance must be confronted with determination if we don't want to see history repeat itself. The Movement Against Intolerance has also warned that revisionism, which denies or minimizes the Jewish Holocaust, is supported by states like Iran, whose president turned Tehran into a pilgrimage center for neo-Nazis and revisionists, encouraged by a slogan calling for the destruction of Israel. They say that in Spain there's an urgent need to modify the criminal code to bring it into line with the European Directive on Criminal Law Against Racism, which prohibits and penalizes the denial of a Holocaust. The value of testimonies given by Holocaust survivors like Violetta Friedman or Primo Levi, amongst many others, is that they help shape European identity and remind people of their moral duty to eradicate prejudice based on hate. That's the reason why the Movement Against Intolerance is asking institutions and politicians to rise to the occasion and prevent anti-Semitism from going further. However, it's not just down to institutions, but there needs to be a groundswell of public opinion which goes against any prejudice or hate based on race or other differences of a similar nature. Again, there's an opportunity for Christians to demonstrate Jesus' love for all, regardless of gender, race, or any other difference between people. Thank you for listening to Letter from England, broadcasting each week at emission.net.